Welcome back to the Bloomington Ice Garden as we are about to start second period action in this rematch of the Governors of St. Paul Johnson and the Eagles of Bloomington Kennedy. After one, it's 3-1 the Eagles on Senior Appreciation and Celebration Day for the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles. The Governors are in the Independent Conference with the likes of Duluth East, Dodge County, Hopkins, to name a few. On the season, they are 4-10-2. They beat the Eagles 5-2 on January 7th at Phelan Ice Arena. If you haven't been to Phelan Ice Arena, it's a pretty cool place. That's where the great Herb Brooks played high school hockey. They've got his jersey hanging in the lobby. Johnson beat Kennedy 5-2 on January the 7th, and since that game, Johnson is winless. They lost to Baldwin Woodville, Wisconsin at their home arena, and then they went up to northern Minnesota and played Silver Bay and Green Bay, and they lost those games. So here we are, about ready to start second period action. 3-1, the Eagles. Both teams are going to have players in the box. Number 20, James Cray for the Governors, and number 17, Tony Perkins for the Eagles. Eagles are in the classic white, and the Governors in the dark. Face-off controlled by the Eagles, but they're having to regroup in their end of the rink. Feldman up to Surgemak. He gets it over to, broken up out front by Gus, or that was by Gino Erickson. Eagles having a little trouble getting the puck out. Erickson whiffs on it. Whoa, both teams having some trouble. Shot, kick behind the net. Both teams having a little trouble getting started in the second period. Eagles have given up, turned it over a couple of times. Right up front, shot out front. Another shot, puck goes bouncing behind the net, and Russell jumps on it and gets a save. Boy, oh boy, both teams were struggling there a little bit. All right, we're going to kick this down to Mark for another interview. Mark.
Grace Morozak. Grace, manager for the Eagles. Tell us a little bit about the responsibilities for that.
Yeah, so we actually have two managers. The other one couldn't be here today, but he's usually in charge of filling up waters, getting sticks. I run most of the social media, so I run the Instagram, and I do things like I send pictures over the yearbook and setting up interviews with the school news. So.
That is awesome. You know, a lot of times it's kind of a thankless job, all the work that you do. Do you get that impression sometime, or are you getting lots of good vibes?
No, I get good vibes. I have a lot of friends on the team, and they always make sure to give me a smile and a fist bump on their way out. So
that is so awesome. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about some of the other things that you've done at Kennedy, or responsibilities or sports that you played.
Yeah. So I was the captain of the soccer team at Kennedy for the last 2 seasons. In the fall, and then in the winter, I'm captain of the dance team, so keep busy. Yeah.
All right, so a little unknown story. Tell us a little bit about one of the coaches that might be a little closer to you for the Kennedy Eagles.
Yeah, so the goalie coach is actually my brother, and even though I've never played hockey before, he was always on the team, and I used to figure skate, so I've just always grown up at the rink.
And when did he play at Kennedy, and what position was he?
He graduated in 2016, and he was a goalie, so yep, he's the coach now. But
that is so awesome. All right, we're going to send it back up to you, Josh, and Grace, thank you so much for being on BEC. Back up to you, Josh.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Grace. And thank you to your brother, Jimmy, for coaching both hockey and baseball here at Kennedy. Both teams, while we're doing the interview, had a couple of good rushes up the ice, but no goals. Thornburg sends it over to Feldman. Feldman kicks it up to center ice. Elijah Toll sends it back in. Eagles are pressing. That's Danielson on it. Worst. And Danielson teaming up behind the net. Thornburg steps up but can't get Can't get it. Comes out to center ice, picked up by Joey Raymond. Raymond up to Worst. Tries to chip it in between his legs, but didn't get quite enough on it. Puck goes out of play. We'll get a whistle and a face-off outside of the Johnson zone. Oh, they're going to bring it in to the right of Casper. Worst is taking the draw for the Eagles. Henderson for the Governors. Eagles get a control over to Heck. Heck steps up, throws it at the net. Erickson keeps it in. Good pressure by the Eagles. Governors get it out. Got to hustle back. Shot towards the net. Pad saved by Russell. Sent around. They wave off icing. Nope. They called icing. One referee waved it off. The other called it. Eagles get a change. Sergimaki, Biermeyer, Danielson. As I mentioned, Danielson playing some really good hockey right now. He started the season playing defense, and Coach Tweetbach brought him up to play center. And he, in that Jefferson game, had just an incredible jump in that first period. Eagles and Jefferson skated to a 0-0 tie in that game. Place was packed, 900 people here. It was just a fun time. Johnson setting it up. Sergimaki blows up number 17. Blake Augie. Could have been a penalty. Sergimaki shoots, turns and shoots, goes wide. Danielson back to Carlson. Can't quite get a hold on it. Sergimaki chips it to Carlson. Carlson throws it back in. Eagles are going to change. Augie for the Governors. Fumbles it. Kept in by Carlson. Governors are trying to get it out. Danielson. Terracin, Frost, Trahan gets over there. Feldman steps up from the blue line, puts a shot on net, save, rebound, Raymond goes wide. Governors get a clear, they wave off icing. Eagles are going to change up a couple of their skaters. Thornburg's on it, back to Feldman. Feldman gets a long clear up to Vogel. Gets past Vogel. Governors regroup. Olanda Ruiz brings it out. Puck taken away by Micah Feldman, who also plays catcher for the Eagles baseball team. Simmons sends it over to Olanda Ruiz. They throw it in deep. Raymond gets on it and sends it out. They are going to arm is up. It's going to be icing. Eagles will change. Governors will change. So on is David Worst, Tony Perkins, Gus Perry. For the Governors, they're going with their scoring line. Henderson and Batista Rickmeyer. Also on that line, number 16, John Cornea. Puck is tied up on the board. Governors come away with it. Henderson turns, comes in deep. Puck picked up by the Governors. Shot wide, nice shot, but a little bit high. Up over the net and over the head of Dominic Russell. It's going to be icing. Eagles are going to change and the Governors are going to change. Face-off will be deep into the Governors' zone to the left of Casper. Danielson and Henderson taking the draw. Olanda Ruiz. Broken up by a nice play there by Biermeyer. Here comes Danielson, makes a jump, can't quite get around him. Surgeon-Mackey comes away with it, sends it over to Biermeyer. Oh, Biermeyer couldn't quite get a handle. Nice stick work by the Governors there. Simons keeps it in. Biermeyer looking to chip it to himself, but the Governors send it on net, but it goes wide, kept in. Another shot out front. Puck is rolling around, and the whistle. Russell jumps on it. Coach Tweetbach on Senior Day says this about Mason Biermeyer. Mason is a game-changing player that has an amazing, accurate shot, and he is the leading scorer on the Eagles. Dangerous play by the Eagles trying to do that cross-ice pass. Out to Vogel. Vogel's got Raymond. Vogel holds up, back to Terrison. Terrison sends it deep to Raymond, who does a nifty backhand shot. Nice play by the Eagles, kept in by Feldman. He turns and fires it on the net, right into the guts of Justin Casper. Coach Tweetbach says this about Kelvin Danielson. Kelvin, to me, is an unofficial captain. He has really found a voice on this team. Governors send it deep. There's no icing. Back to get it is Gino Erickson. Turns it over to the Governors. Centering pass broken up by Worst, but he can't hold on to it. Here comes Gus Perry, got David Worst with him. Oh, Perry goes down, Worst is stepping up. He's got Perkins, turns, shot. Directed into the corner. Worst, centering pass right off. Wyeth Heck puts a shot on net. And a save. 8 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first period, 3-1. The Eagles got 3 quick goals in the first period. Danielson, Surgeon-Mackey, and Biermeyer, 3 leading scorers, each got a goal first period. Henderson taking the draw for the Governors, Danielson for the Eagles. On his right, Biermeyer. On his left, Surgeon-Mackey. On defense, Feldman and Erickson. Referee is going to send Kelvin off. Might be an equipment issue. So he's coming off. And David Worst, the other senior captain, is coming up to play left wing. Surgeon-Mackey going to take the draw. Governors win. Try to clear it out. Erickson steps up, throws it back in. Nice jump up play by Gino Erickson. Surgeon-Mackey's going to hustle back, but he's got to beat Rickmeyer. He's fast. Centering pass goes off the skate. Big hit by Feldman. Henderson comes away with it. Centering pass goes off at Worst skates. Kept in. Nope, doesn't keep it in. That should be offsides. Coach Tweetbach says this about Gus Perry. He has been a tough senior leader on this team with a great work ethic and some big goals for the team. Gus had some goals in that Wyndham Holiday Tournament. Governors put a shot on net, goes up high off the backboard, has come out to center ice. Vogel is pressuring, intercepts the pass. He's got Joey Raymond with him. Vogel steps in, centering pass just out of the reach of Terrace and Frost Trahan. Rocky steps up and the puck goes out of play, and there's a whistle. Wyeth Heck picks it up off the ground and hands it over to the referee. 8 minutes, 2 seconds left in the second period, 3-1. This period has been a little slower, no goals yet. 3 goals in that first period for the Eagles and 1 for the Governors. Elijah Toll taken away by Gus Perry. Gus Perry's got it, turns over to Rocky, fires a one-timer, just misses. Rocky's got a hard shot on that defensive blue line. Long pass up to Worst, bounces off his skate. Gus Perry's there, back to Wyeth Hecht, who puts it up to Rocky. Here comes Tony Perkins, makes a move. Wyeth Hecht battling in the corner. David Worst jumps into the play. Kept in by Rocky. Oh, nice play. David Worst tried to screen the goalie. Almost fooled him. Here comes the Governors. They got numbers. Hecht's got to get back. Broken up. Nice play. Perry throws it back out to center ice. Sergimacky intercepts it. He takes it in by himself. He's got Worst with him. Sends it over to David Worst. Worst turns, fires. It goes off of the defenseman's stick and out of play. Good hustle, Sergimacky and Worst. Eagles coach says this about Isaac Sergimacky: he has great hands, as you can see there, and can not only score but sets his teammates up for great opportunities. His hockey IQ is as good as it gets, said Coach Tweetbach. We got a great coaching staff here at Kennedy. Want to give them a shout out. Shot goes on net by Thornburg. Big hit by centering pass, nobody home. Thornburg's got to get back to get it. Nice plays there by the Eagles. Some of their best hockey this season. Thornburg sends it down to Biermeyer on the sideboard. Biermeyer turns. Thornburg's got to get there, and Eagles are got to move it out. Thornburg turns it over, centering pass. Got a little sloppy. Centering pass from Henderson, who else, to number 18, Johan Baptista Rickmeyer, who else, and they score. Their leading goal scorers, 3-2. We got sloppy there. We turned over the puck, and the Governors took full advantage. We'll wait for the official announcement. Here's the replay. (3-2), second period. All right, Governors are putting the pressure right back on. Raymond has got Frost Trahan with him. He steps across the red line, passes it around to himself, hustles down, takes a bump into the boards. Governors try to get it out, gets past Gino Erickson. Carlson's going to get back and grab it before the Governors can get there. Eagles turn it over again in their zone. Shot on net. Puck is rolling around out front. Here comes Carlson. He can put on the Jets. Fires it right into the midsection of Casper. Rocky Carlson can lay big hits. He can skate fast, and he's got a strong shot. Worst is going to take the draw for the Eagles. Henderson, who's getting a lot of ice time as well, took the draw for the Governors. Puck's out front, shot from the side of the net. Gus Perry, he's battling. Governors come away with it. Worst is eyeing him up. They do a long pass, and they wave off icing. Hecht's going to get back. Worst comes away with it. David Worst is looking. He's got Perkins does a backhand, but there's nobody going down the center of the ice, easily taken back by the Governors. Hecht throws it in deep. Perry's going to go off the ice. Here comes Kelvin. Henderson makes a move. Whoa, boy, that deflection almost went in. Henderson made a nice move. We get a whistle. Penalty on the Eagles, it looks like. Elbowing. Tony Perkins going back to the penalty box. Hard to score when you're skating 4. The Eagles have done it at least once this season, but it's hard to score when you're skating 4. So on the penalty kill for the Eagles, Danielson, Sergiamaki, Feldman, Wyatt Hecht. Governor set it up, shot wide, rolling around on the boards, kept in by the Governors. Shot. Sergiamaki comes away with it. Here he goes. He's going to take it by himself. He's taking on Henderson. Makes a move. Tries to get around him. Gets puck knocked off the puck and pushed in the back of the head. Come on, ref. You got to call him both ways. Here come the Governors. Shot, and they score, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. They get another power play goal. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. I think the referees missed a penalty. Shot to the head on the Eagles player who was lying down. Well, we got a tie game as we're approaching 3 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the second period from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Penalties will cost you. All right, Gus Perry takes the draw for the Eagles. Worst comes away with it. He backhands it in. Here comes Vance Hecht. He loses it. Gino Eriksson's going to get on it. Feldman. Thrown back in by the Governors. They're going to have to check up. Eagles have got time to set up a breakout. Pass over to Eriksson. Eriksson throws it up to Worst. Worst has got Perry with them. Governors come away with it. They got shot on net. Puck is rolling around behind the net. Centering pass broken up. Put a shot on net. Blocker saved by Dominic Russell. Feldman bumps him in the corner. Worst pushes it back. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second. Gus Perry gets taken down, tackled, no penalty. Well, there's the whistle. The net is off, so no penalty, but the referee blew the whistle because the net came off. 2 minutes, 26 seconds. We have a tie game here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Eagles have given up 2 goals here in the second period. Again, the Eagles skate 15. It's usually about 2.5 lines. Governors have a little more jump right now than the Eagles do. Sergiamaki tries to poke it out, can't quite get it. Danielson, Biermeyer throws it off. Sergiamaki's going to hustle over there. Danielson chips it up to himself. He's got Sergiamaki with him. Governor step up. Two Eagles players are trying to swing at the puck and they can't. Sergiamaki long pass but broken up. Governors are going to regroup. Hecht throws it back in. Eagles are going to get a change. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the second period. Rocky Carlson makes a nice dipsy-doodle move out across center ice. Steps in by himself. Backhanding pass to Raymond. Didn't have a chance to get a good handle on it. Governors take it back. Battling on the boards. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the period. Vogel comes away with it. Shot on net. Raymond save. Casper. 1 minute, 4 seconds. 3-3 here in the second period. In between the second and third periods, we're going to try to go back down to Mark and get another off-ice interview, so hang on for that. Eagles are going with Danielson, Biermeyer, Sergimaki. Centering pass out front. Sergimaki gets hit, whistle, save. All right. Carlson is on playing defense with Feldman. Henderson is taking the face-off for the Governors. Eagles control it. Sergimaki makes a nice move. Steps in, backhand shot by Biermeyer goes wide. Feldman is on it at the blue line. Over to Rocky, one-times it. Sergimaki behind the net, puts it out front, score! Oh, there's a goal from Sergimaki to Biermeyer. The Eagles go back up 4-3 with 39 seconds left in the second period. Pretty good crowd here at the Bloomington Ice Garden for Saturday afternoon, seniors, celebration day. Eagles pull ahead 4-3, 39 seconds left. Danielson's out there with Biermeyer and Worst now. Biermeyer added another goal to his tally. Assist to Sergimaki and Rocky Carlson. Puck comes down on net. We get a whistle. Face off to the left of Casper. Got Gus Pyrie in there for the Eagles. Henderson for the Governors. Kept in. Nice D-to-D pass. Carlson throws it in behind the net. 25 seconds left. Perkins behind the net sends it back out to Carlson. Carlson shoots. Goes off the shin pads of the Governor player, but Rocky Carlson hustles back. Governors step up, have numbers. They step in. Shot broken up. Bodies going all over the place, and there's another whistle, and the Governors are going to go back on the power play. Gus Perry going to the penalty box. Nine seconds left. Eagles up 4-3. Gus Perry to the penalty box. 2 minutes. Danielson's taking the draw. Batista Rickmeyer for the Governors. Puck's caught up in their skates. Sergimaki throws it out. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And he shoots after the horn. And the Eagles will go into the locker room up 4-3 here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. They're going to start the third period in the penalty box. They'll have 1 minute and 51 seconds to kill the penalty. All right, the players are heading to the locker rooms. We are going to hang around. We're going to do an interview. Mark's going to attempt to grab a couple of players or a player and a coach and do an interview in between the periods. The Eagles are letting the Governors go first. Well, that was all Johnson that period until the end when Carlson to Sergimaki to Biermeyer, and they pull back ahead 4-3. All right, we're getting set up for an interview. Looks like we're gonna be interviewing starting goalie Dominic Russell. All right, I'm gonna kick this down to you, Mark, for an interview with Dom Russell.
Hey, thanks, Josh. Great to be down here. Dominic Russell, as I say your name, being a great hockey person for the last 60-plus years, the name Dominic, any chance it came from Dominic Hasek?
Actually, my mom named me after Ty Dolmy.
Oh, really? Fantastic. Well, you do know a little bit about Dominic Hasek or have heard the name over the years? And so when we talk about goalies, it's really funny because I have a nephew, or I should say a grandson, Maverick, who lives in Madison, Wisconsin. We get up in the morning for early morning goalie practice, and we play with the full helmet on. You can see Dom, that Maverick's there with his stuff on. And I'll tell you what, if you can get to be a goalie early in your life, I'm telling you, it's a great thing. And Maverick, hats off to you, buddy. Keep staying in that net in practice. Tell us some of the things that you did when you were younger playing goalie and now how important it is to be playing here at Kennedy.
I started being a full-time goalie when I went into sports, and I just went to clinics and just stayed on the grind.
All right, so when did you start to play hockey? What year were you at?
I was in kindergarten. I was 5 years old.
Really? Did you have anybody else in your family that was a goalie, or how did you get in your family to play?
My mom was a goalie, and she played for the first Gophers women's team when she was 17.
No way. That is awesome. Fantastic. Now, did you go to goalie camps over the season and things like that, or where did you do the majority of your training?
I get a couple of trainings at Goal Crease every once in a while. You know where that is?
Absolutely.
Like is it Edina?
Edina, yep. All right, and then are there any other sports or things you participate in at Kennedy?
I used to play baseball. I'm thinking of maybe playing again this year, but right now it's just hockey.
And you devote a lot of time to that. Now that you're a junior, next year they won't have hockey at Kennedy. What are some of the plans that you'll do during the summer? Is it time to start integrating with the Jefferson players, or what's your plans for next year?
My plans for next year are definitely to try and make Jefferson's team. Right. I'm going to grind over the summer and put in all the work I can. But if I don't make the team, I might go play like junior goal somewhere.
Awesome. Sounds great. Good luck the next period here. It's a great game. You got a good lead. Take it into the third period here. Thanks a lot, Josh. We'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Mark. Dominic Russell's been playing a long time with these kids, and his older brother, Mike Russell, played for the Eagles as well. Well, we're going to take a break as we head into the third period. We'll see you in a minute.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Hey, great to be back here. We got a 4-3 lead over Johnson. Going into the third period, we're here with some longtime Kennedy people, some players, some coaches. First of all, George, let's talk, George Walker, a little bit about Kennedy hockey. I know you also have coached baseball. Tell us a little bit about the program and things that you've seen, good, bad, or changes over the past 30-plus years you've been around.
Well, it's been a joy to coach here, starting with coaching under Dave Dillon and through Nick Hanrahan and now Brandon. Great memories, great kids coached. It's always fun to see them later, when they grow up a little bit and recognize you and stuff. And yeah, it's been just a great run for me. I got a little more left in me, and after that, we'll see. So,
tell us a little bit about the time your boys, how many of them played here hockey at Kennedy?
3 of them, Ryan, Dusty, and Nolan, played. They all played hockey, baseball, and football, and just a blast bringing them up. I know you've been there having kids in the program, and great memories for sure. They all still play together on a men's league team, so it's fun to go watch them once in a while still.
One quick question, though. Is it harder to be a coach and watch your kids and be a part of that, or is it harder to be a dad when there's nothing you can do?
I kind of like not coaching them. I think that's a little bit easier. That's probably the easy answer, but I loved watching them play, and I'm just thankful I'm thankful that I've been able to coach with Dusty, who couldn't be here today, JV for the last, I'm not sure how many years exactly, but that's been really rewarding too, to be able to coach with your son. So
awesome. We better bring the other 2 guys in here. Get a little long-winded on that side. Shane, you played when I was coaching back here in the 80s. Things have changed a lot. Tell us first of all about your experiences back in the 80s with Bloomington Kennedy hockey.
Well, I was part of the program on the JV squad in 87 when we had the 87 varsity team that went to state. I do remember the inter-squad scrimmages when we had lemon and orange games. I ate a lot of lemons.
I bet you did. That was really a huge tradition. People probably don't know anything about that. Give me a 30-second tale about how that game went.
Well, they would usually be Saturday practices if we didn't have a game, and the upperclassmen made sure that the JV squad ate the lemons on the bus ride back to school.
It's really funny. We held that tradition even when I went on to be the head coach at Minnehaha Academy at the end. I still did that. Always had a lemon and orange game, divided up the teams. Winners, they got the oranges, losers ate the lemons, and it was a great hockey tradition. What is it like now to be back here? I think you had a son play at Kennedy, and to be a part of this program again, and then the day as we're seeing it come to an end.
Yeah, it's just been an honor. I coached youth hockey for a number of years. Took the years off that both my boys played for Kennedy varsity hockey just to watch. And then after my youngest graduated, the phone rang in the spring, and Brandon was asking me to be an assistant. And it's been just an honor having gone to Kennedy and graduated from there, and both my boys doing the same. And now here coaching the top team for Kennedy is just awesome.
That's fantastic. I'm going to slide Jimmy in. Jimmy Morozak, I got a chance to talk to Dominic a little bit before the game. You played here in 16. Things have changed a lot. What's it like when you were there, and what's it like today?
Yeah, it was awesome growing up in Bloomington, playing at Kennedy, now being able to coach at Kennedy is pretty awesome feeling. So, but I mean, it's just good to be here, be with the boys and all that. So.
Fantastic. We're going to send it back up to Josh. I get the game underway, but Jimmy, thanks for all you've done for Kennedy hockey. Back up to you, Josh.
Thank you, Mark. And we're underway in third period action. Eagles are still on the penalty kill, 1 minute, 33 seconds. Gus Perry's in the penalty box. Governor's put a shot on net, broken up by Rocky Carlson. He takes it. He's speedy. Here he goes down the left-hand side. Stops, turns, shot, deflected into the corner. He chases his own rebound, knocks it in. Rocky Carlson is a hustler. He moves on the ice. One minute left on the power play. Here comes Henderson, steps in. Backdoor pass to his scoring partner, and he just doesn't connect. Sergiamaki gets a clear. Worst is chasing after it. Surjamaki off, Perkins on. Henderson comes away with it, misfires on the pass, and that's going to be icing. I want to give a couple of shout outs here to all the coaches who are on the bench and helping out at practice for the Eagles, starting with Coach Brandon Tweetbach, Chris Thornburg. You heard from George Walker, his son Dustin Walker, Shane Kevaney, and Jimmy Morozic. All right, 45 seconds left in the penalty to Gus Perry. Eagles get a face-off deep in. Here comes Perkins out front. Worst backhands it. Save Casper. Thornburg or Fellman ties him up. Worst has got to get back. You got a streaking number 12 for the Governors. Worst takes control. 19 seconds left. Eagles have got to get control of the puck here in their zone. Erickson gets knocked down. It should be offsides, but Eagles pick it up. Big hits by number 20 for the Governors, is throwing his weight around. He's a big kid, James Cray. He's been in the penalty box once already. Full strength. Perry is coming out of the box, and Danielson jumps on. Dangerous pass. Kept in by the Governors. Turns, fires wide. Gino Erickson in the corner. Henderson for the Governors comes away with it. Thornburg rides him into the boards. Bodies are flying, sticks are flying. Whistle. 2 sticks are down, and the whistle's blown. Let me give another shout out to Mike Snee and the Minnesota Wild. They've been tracking that this is the final season for the JFK boys high school hockey team. And a couple of weeks ago, the Minnesota Wild invited the Kennedy boys to come to a game as their guests. They put them up in a nice suite. There was no food, but it was a nice suite. It was a wonderful treat for the players and the coaches to hang out and get recognized by the Minnesota Wild, have some fun. And as you know, we're not winning every single game, but the players are playing hard and they're having fun and they're hanging out. And a big thank you again to Mike Snee and the Minnesota Wild. Puck is rolling around out front. Surjamaki goes for it, backhands it out front. Puck is bouncing up in the blue section. Governors get a clear. Wyeth Hecht had a nice play throwing it back in. Thornburg up to Biermeyer. Biermeyer's turning, leaves it for Danielson. He's got Surjamaki. Surjamaki steps up to Danielson. Nice play, shot off of the shoulder of Casper. Eagles are putting on the pressure. Another shot. Oh, Danielson wide open. Just missed. Surjamaki takes a backhand out front. Hecht keeps it in over. Can't quite control it. Gets it over to Feldman. Feldman looks. Pass to Danielson. I appreciate the patience, but we got to move, boys. Throw it in there. The Eagles are going to change. Feldman's going to hang out. He's going to step up. Governors try to get a clear. Vogel can't get a handle. Goes back in. Governors get a clear. Joey Raymond. Eagles almost scored there. Gino Erickson tried to get a clear. Put it right on the Governors' stick. Right behind the net. Out to the blue line. Shot. Puck is rolling around. It's wide. Gino Erickson is on a hand. Backhanded out to the blue line. Puck comes flying in again wide. Thornburg gets there. Joey Raymond gets there. Erickson's back on it. He turns and fires it up high. Clearing shot comes into the public address announcer and into the penalty box. Everybody's okay. 13 minutes, 1 second. 4-3, Eagles are up. They missed a grade A scoring chance. Danielson wants that one back. Face off to the left of Dominic Russell. David Wurst for the Eagles. Henderson for the Governors. Controlled by the Eagles. Quick shot. Wide. Feldman's on it. Gus Perry goes down hard. He pops back up. Gus Perry's missed a couple of games with an upper body injury, so every time he goes down, there's a collective holding of the breath on the Eagles bench. Centering pass, taken back by Feldman. Up to Perkins. Perkins got Worst. Perkins gets around him. He's got Worst in the slot. Circling. Nice patience. Rocky turns, fires just wide. Feldman steps up, another shot. Rocky Carlson steps up. Can't quite hold it, but he gets it over to Perkins, centering ice. He throws it in. Eagles are going to change. Here comes Danielson, Sergiamaki. Kept in by Danielson. He puts a shot, picked up by Feldman, turns, can't, whiffs on the back and forth. Danielson puts it towards the net, but intercepted by the Governors. They try to get it clear, and that's going to be icing. We'll have a face-off back down here deep into the Governors' zone to the right of Casper. We got Biermeyer, Danielson, and Sergiamaki, the scoring line for the Eagles. And the Governors are going to go with Toll and Riley Heddle. Riley Heddle, number 9, grew up playing some hockey with the Kennedy program in his youth days. Played with some of these boys. Waves off icing. Biermeyer up to Sergiamaki. He steps in. It's in his skate. Can't quite get a handle. He leaves it back for Biermeyer. Shot on net. Puck is rolling around. Kept in by Gino Erickson. Fires a wrister. Stick saved by Casper. Eagles are putting some pressure on. Nice passing. Sergiamaki's on it. Throws a long pass in. Danielson is going to get there. They wave off icing. It's all Danielson. He whiffs on it, but he ties it up. Here comes Raymond to the rescue with Terrison. Over to Feldman. He turns, fires, goes off the skate and out of play. There's a whistle. 10 minutes, 45 seconds, 4-3. Eagles are up. Eagles have 1 win on the season. They're looking for their 2nd win. They've played some really good competitive hockey in the first and second periods. With 15 skaters, they have a tendency to run out of gas. They need another goal here. They need some insurance. You cannot sleep on this Governors team. They got some good skaters and good players. They can score quickly, and they can score several goals quickly. Here comes Henderson. Nice defensive play by Feldman. Out to the blue line, kept in by the defenseman. Frost Trahan kicks it out, does a soccer play, brought back in by Shot, and that's a goal, and the Governors tie it up. It's 4-4 with 10 minutes left in the 3rd period. We got ourselves a barn burner here today at the Bloomington Ice Garden. 4-4 with 10 minutes left. 14 seconds. Here's the replay. Governors get it clear, and they're going to call icing. That was Johan Batista Rickmeyer with the goal. 4-4, 9 minutes, 54 seconds coming from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Rocky Carlson keeps it in with his skate. Governors are playing catch behind their net. Rickmeyer tries to get it out. Carlson throws it back in. David Worst knocks down Henderson. Worst keeps it in, steps up, passes it up just out of the reach of Gus Perry. Perry takes a big hit and goes down. David Worst comes in and pushes him off the ice. Whistles get called. That's going to be a penalty. David Worst going to the penalty box.
Yeah, White's got 2 for rough, Black's got 2 for, excuse me. Sorry, 2 for rough.
So we're going to send both a Kennedy player and a Governors player to the box. David Worst for the Eagles and Batista Rickmeyer for the Governors. Some of the fans for the Governors are heckling the Kennedy players. The referee is talking to the captains of the Governors. The scorekeeper in the box is turning around to the fans and just kind of trying to calm them down. Emotions are high. Both teams are looking for a win. After today, the Eagles will have 7 more regular season games, 3 more games here at Big. All right, here we go. We got Danielson, Surjamaki, Biermeyer, Feldman, and Erickson out there. Kept in by Erickson. Surjamaki takes it away. He turns, fires high over the net. Danielson's on it. Here come the Governors the other way. Cunningham steps in, shot, goes wide. Feldman pushes it up, gets thrown back in deep. Erickson is on it. Surjamaki, long pass, dumping pass. Eagles are going to get a change. Here comes Perkins, Raymond. They wave off icing, got to hustle back for the Eagles. Raymond takes a cross check, no penalty. Gino Erickson throws it in deep. Eagles are getting tired. They're throwing the puck in deep, trying to catch their breath. Perkins with a hard hit. Puck goes in deep. Carlson is on it, leaves it for Feldman. Feldman throws it, takes a bump. Perkins chips it in. Governors are going to set it up behind their net. Tempers are beginning to flare. Both teams are putting some big heavy hits on. Shot goes flying high over Dominic Russell's head. Here, Carlson behind our net. 7 minutes, 36 seconds left. Surjamaki's at the opposite blue line looking for a long pass. Here comes Danielson, makes a move, takes a check. Biermeyer steps up, takes the puck away over to Surjamaki off his skate. Surjamaki looks, leaves it for Biermeyer. Biermeyer went the opposite direction. The Governors get it, but Biermeyer intercepts him, but Carlson gets on it. Carlson behind the net, turns. Takes a big hit. Puck is tied up, sent around, kept in by the Governors. Strong shot goes off the glove. Carlson sends it around. Surjamaki gets it clear. Eagles are going to get a change. They wave off icing. Governors are setting it up. Can't quite hold on. Outlet pass. Thornburg goes down. Shot by the Governors goes high over the net. Perkins drives him into the board. They blow the whistle. That's going to be another penalty on Perkins. David Worst is going to come out of the penalty box. So is Johan Batista Rickmeyer. Six minutes, 27 seconds left. 4-4 here in the third period from the Bloomington Ice Garden. It's getting quite physical in the third period. Heavy hits going both ways. Perkins is going back in the box. Cross-checking on Perkins. Looks like Coach Tweetbach is calling a timeout. So we're going to have a little break in the action. The next game for the Eagles will be Monday night in Somerset, Wisconsin.
For the Eagles. There is also a timeout on the ice for the Eagles.
So Perkins is in the penalty box, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. The Eagles call a timeout with 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the third period. It's 4-4. Again, the leading scorers on this Eagles team, number 22, Mason Biermeyer, number 2, Isaac Surjamaki, and then Kelvin Danielson. Danielson's been playing defense for a big chunk of the season, but he got called up to play center, and he's been on that line with Surjamaki and Biermeyer. All right, Eagles are going to have to kill 1 minute and 54 seconds here without giving up a goal. Governor's trying to centering it. Puck comes bouncing around on net, and Dominic Russell makes a bouncing glove save. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. 1 minute, 44 seconds on the penalty to Perkins. Here's the replay of that shot. Governors keep it in. Mobley steps up, backdoor pass, doesn't connect. They turn and fire. Governors, Henderson keeps it in, nice play. Mobley's down to the corner, centering pass broken up by Dominic Russell's stick. It comes out to center ice. The Governors are going to have to regroup. Henderson up to Robles, back to Henderson. Henderson brings it in, turns, leaves it. Steps in, shot goes off the pad, comes rolling out, gets out to center ice. Danielson is there. 53 seconds left on the power play. Little miscommunication by the Governors, and they turn it over. Worst throws it back in. Got Danielson. Misses the check. Surjamaki's out there with Feldman. Behind the net, circling, looking. Centering pass is broken up. Worst is going to get there. Got 24 seconds left. Does a long pass. Tries to catch a streaking, breaking away Gus Perry, but doesn't make it. Henderson steps in, puts a shot over net. Kept in by Robles. Surjamaki gets there, clears it. That should almost kill the penalty. 5 seconds left on the penalty to Perkins. Eagles got to change. Biermeyer's on. Eagles have got Feldman out there, Biermeyer. Henderson drops it in behind the net. Settled down by Dominic Russell. Surjamaki, 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. Up to Biermeyer, but intercepted by the Governors. Feldman's on it. Turn, shot, bouncing. Surjamaki throws it behind the net. Perkins is on it. A long pass up to Biermeyer. Biermeyer throws it back in. Surjamaki settles it down, makes a sidestep. Surjamaki and Raymond bump into each other. Surjamaki throws it in deep. Eagles get a change off Surjamaki on Vogel. Got a whistle. Save by Casper. 3 minutes, 27 seconds, 4-4. It's tense. in the Bloomington Ice Garden on both sides of the arena. Danielson's going to take the face-off for the Eagles. Henderson for the Governors. Henderson comes away with it. Gets around. Thornburg steps in. Shot goes up and out of play. That was a lucky development that they did get a breakaway and a goal there. 3 minutes, 14 seconds. Danielson's going to take the draw for the Eagles. Number 22, Henderson, Romilly Henderson for the Governors. Danielson sends it up past Vogel. Vogel's chasing. He breaks it up. Governors come back the other way right away, but Vogel jumps up in the play and makes a nice defensive play. Sergiamaki kicks it up to the board. Raymond is chasing. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Feldman over to Sergiamaki. Sergiamaki up to Vogel. Vogel backhands it in. Vogel's going off. Here comes Biermeyer. Sergiamaki keeps it in. Nice play. Feldman gets back. Biermeyer jumps up. Back to Sergiamaki. Sergiamaki turns. Passes it over to Wurst. Wurst puts a shot on net. Gets his own rebound. Another shot. Save. 2 quick shots by Wurst. 2 nice saves by Casper. Another shot on net. Eagles putting some pressure on with 2 minutes left. Kept in by Sergiamaki. He throws a puck in deep. Danielson takes it, moves, steps in, nice move, loses in his skates. Biermeyer picks it up, puts a shot. Calvin Danielson from his feet throws it in behind the net, comes out front. Calvin was there, couldn't quite get to it. Governors try to get a change. Sergiamaki keeps it in, throws it in deep. 1 minute, 37 seconds left. Eagles get a change. Here comes Perry and Feldman. They wave off icing because Gino Erickson could have got it. Gino sends it back to Raymond. 1 minute, 23 seconds. We're tied, 4-4. Gino Erickson tries to get it out, but can't quite get it out. Governors throw it back in. 1 minute, 15 seconds, 4-4. Intercepted by Feldman. It's got Raymond. Up to Raymond, bounces off him. They wave off icing. 1 minute left. Raymond, big hit in the corner. Governors come away with it. Gino Erickson's got to get there. Governors have got numbers, 2-on-1. Back to Henderson. He steps in the slot. Shot, and they score with 51 seconds left to go up 5-4. Eagles ran out of gas. The Governors get a 2-on-1 breakaway. They make a nice pass. Number 2, Isaiah Henderson, displayed some patience and puts the puck in the net. Hey, listen, these Eagles have been knocked down many times this season. They do not quit. They're going to come out here and battle for the next 50 seconds and try to tie this thing up. Tweetbach is signaling to Dom Russell to get ready to come off. Now St. Paul Johnson calls a timeout. Gives the Eagles a chance to catch their breath. Here's the replay. Oh boy, on senior night, the Governors get a late goal here in the third period and they go up 5-4. But like I said, we dub them the Iron Men from the east side. They do not quit. All season long, they have fought to the bitter end. St. Paul Johnson coach Stephen Youngins calls a timeout. actually does a favor for the Eagles, gives this first line a chance to catch their breath. And Coach Tweetbach to draw up the plan on when Dominic Russell's going to come out, and we're going to skate 6-on-5, but we got to win this face-off first and get the puck in deep. Biermeier's taking the face-off. Controlled by the Eagles. Sergiamaki over to Feldman. He can't control it. Feldman throws it up to Wurst. Wurst tips it in. Here comes Dominic Russell. Feldman steps up. Sergiamaki's got it. Long pass over to Biermeier. Biermeier steps. He falls down awkwardly. Puts it up to Sergiamaki. He steps in, makes a move. Centering pass, nobody home. 25 seconds. Wurst steps up, shot on net. Puck gets deflected in the corner. Sergiamaki behind the net. 20 seconds left. We're skating 5. Feldman's got to get back. Empty net. Here comes their leading scorer. 10 seconds left. Centering pass. Staved by Terracin. We got 5 seconds left. 4. Sergiamaki's chasing. 3, 2, 1. And that's the game. The Governors come away with the victory on a last-minute, heartbreaking goal for the Eagles. It was a wonderful game, highly competitive, back and forth, physical. But the Governors come away with the victory here on Seniors Night at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Again, the next game for the Eagles is going to be Monday night at 7 p.m. in Somerset, Wisconsin. And you can watch it on the JFK YouTube channel. Hang on, I think we're gonna try to have a post-game interview with Mark. Yep. All right. Well, if you've watched the Eagles this season and in past seasons, there's a tradition, and that is the Eagles invite the opposing team to come to center ice. After battling and pounding on each other and shooting the pucks, the Eagles invite the opposing team and coaches to join them at center ice for a moment of reflection about the game we love, about relationships, athletics, teamwork, hard work. All right, so as they gather at center ice, by Joey Raymond usually leads a few remarks. I'm going to kick it down to Mark for a post-game.
Thanks, Josh. Sad loss here for the Eagles on senior night. They really came out strong. They scored the first 3 goals, gave up 1. It was a battle all the way. Goalies played well. It's interesting. You look back at the history of Kennedy hockey. As I'm sitting here today, I decided to wear an outfit that I wore on the bench in 1987 when I was an assistant coach with the Eagles. Put this outfit, I've probably had it for a long, long time. And, I thought maybe it'd bring back a little of the life, bring back a little of the history. To do that, didn't do quite exactly what I expected. But, if you look at the picture of me and the guy that was my biggest mentor and best friend coaching in this great state of Minnesota, Jerry Peterson, it was a lot of great memories, of winning tradition. Everybody thinks about the success that Jefferson's had over the years. But if you look back, as I have done many a times, we take and I just want to talk over about, some of the things that happened in Bloomington with the hockey. And as we look back at some of the history, most people think of Jefferson, but Kennedy had some great success in the 60s, the 70s. JFK went to the first state tournament the year they opened in 1966 with the head coach Bob Shiro. And then from 1971 to 1992, there was only one coach, and that was the legendary Willard Eichala, who passed away just in the past week, that had more wins coaching one team in the state of Minnesota than Jerry Peterson, who was the longtime coach at Bloomington Kennedy High School. He led the state with Eichala in that category for being at one school and all those victories. Kennedy had a great tradition. They won a lot of hockey games and had a lot of great hockey players that went on to play college hockey and coach in the great state of Minnesota. Jerry, as a great friend, did a lot for this program and set a great tradition for the future. Kennedy program also was one of the programs that has lots of fabulous memories from their youth programs and all the way up. The tradition, of course, then went to Bloomington Jefferson in 1992, who won 3 straight state championships, and it hasn't been since 1994 that Bloomington Kennedy or Jefferson or Lincoln or Bloomington had a state championship here in the state of Minnesota. Hopefully when these two teams merge coming up next year, they'll be able to bring that great tradition back to Bloomington, and we'll get another state championship here in our great state and in the state and city of Bloomington. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching BEC. We're going to try to get some interviews here after the game. But Josh, let's send it up to you for a quick post game while we bring somebody back on for an interview. Josh, back up to you.
Thank you, Mark. Well, listen, just an honor to be here today, helping out BEC call the game. This is Josh Surjamaki. My son played today. He's been playing for 12 years in the Kennedy program. So just appreciate all the fans watching from home and everybody who came out. We came up just a little bit short today. It was a great game, highly competitive, battling back and forth. I know we're going to try to get a few more interviews here. As I was mentioning, the Eagles will play again next on Monday night, this coming Monday at 7 o'clock in Somerset, Wisconsin. If you want to follow along, check out the JFK Hockey YouTube channel. We will try to broadcast that game live. Well, we are 18 games into the farewell tour. We have 7 more to go, 3 more home games here at Big.
You let them know you can throw it down to...
All right, I think I'm going to send this back down to Mark. We got a couple of the coaches for Kennedy. Mark.
Hey, thanks a lot, Josh. Chris, we're going to turn it to you. You've been a part of the program here. Kids have played, now you're coaching. What was it like to be a part of this season, knowing it's the last season?
It's been a special year this year. We wanted the kids to go out with a just a fun year and hopefully battle hard and get some wins, obviously. But that was the focus this year, is just make it special and make it a great last year.
We talk a lot with people over the years that have had the opportunity to coach their kids. What is it like to be the coach and the dad, and what are those car rides home like?
It's tough sometimes, obviously, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I've loved coaching my kids, all 3 of my kids, and it's been great. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm done. So
it is kind of crazy. You just get involved in it. You keep doing it. As far as working outside of the rink, what are some of the dry land or things that you've done with your boys to help them become the athletes that they are?
Just stay on them with the stick handling and then in the shooting. That's something they can do all summer that's free, basically. You can do in your garage. So, awesome. Backyard rink, yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to visit with us. Great to have you here, and thanks for being a coach at Kennedy through the long history that we've had. All right, Coach, talk a little bit about being up 3-0. Do you think it was the numbers, the stamina? What was the difference in today's game?
Today's game was kind of strange. It just seemed like it was, momentum going one way and the other real fast. And it was tough for them to stop us in the first and tough for us to kind of stop them once they got going. So it was a big-time momentum game today.
As I watched the goalies, we're trying to pull them at the end. Goalies, it's a whole different thing, isn't it, to know when to come and when to go? How do you, as a coach, work with that situation and what to do when you don't get that many opportunities in high school hockey?
It's kind of a feel of the game, right? Like, obviously, I think we got scored on with 50 seconds left, and we're going to get him out as fast as we can. They're down 1 with 50 seconds. So, other games you might be down 2 and you're looking to pull them, 2-3 minutes left. But, yeah, I think today was a pretty easy decision. So.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I look back at all the years of watching pro hockey, and now Colorado turned it around. They were doing it with 3 and 4 minutes left. And you're right, you're sitting with 51 seconds left. What was the timeout at the end? Is that what you talked about?
Yeah, really, it was as soon as we get offensive zone time, you're coming, and here's the guy that's going, and you're just going to be a dog on the puck and keep it in there and try, work it up to our defensemen and get pucks and bodies to the net and get a dirty one, but it didn't work out today. So.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the season. I know there's only about 2 or 3 games left, but thanks for finishing the tradition here at Kennedy High School and just for all you've represented for our community.
You bet, thank you.
All right, you got it. Thank you so much. Josh, back up to you. You can take it out from here.
All right, thanks, Mark, and kudos to Coach Tweetbach and his staff for all the work they've done with the boys. They have gotten better every single game. That was a fun one to watch. It was a heartbreaker to lose in the last minute, but they should hold their chins and heads high. So from the Bloomington Ice Garden, we're going to bid you a good night, and we'll see you Monday night in Somerset, Wisconsin.